Okay, this is another method for teaching Leave It. And I would call it the post method because you're going to just be a post. And what you're going to do is set some food or a toy or whatever the desired object is on the ground. And I've put a plate here just so that you can see where the food is. And I see I'm going to have to move the table in here. So we have the food, and you do need a collar and leash, obviously. And you're just going to be a post and wait for the dog to come back to you. They want that food. And I might have to switch to higher value food to show you more of what it's going to be like. Alright, I have some higher value food here. Try some higher value food to try and get the behavior that you're likely to see with your dog. And it does help to go through the other Leave It method first, because it kind of gives the dog the concept of indirect access, of looking away from something in order to get it. So now he knows, and this might be easy to see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see where that is. So it's right at the edge of the plate there. And as the dog pulls for the item, you're just going to be a post and not pull back, but just don't let him go forward. It helps to put your hands at your waist, or possibly to even have a waist leash on so that you can use your whole body weight for the bigger dogs. And what you're looking for is the moment that their nose moves away from the treat. Now at first, they may just move back. They're not necessarily going to look directly at you. But you want to be ready to catch that movement to make sure that they understand that it's the moving away from the treat that gets them the treat. And it's also helpful to start with a low value food on the floor and a high value food in your hand, so that the dog learns that looking away from the food actually gets them something better. And that was a very late click. You want to click when their nose is moving away from it. I'm not pulling back, I'm just not letting him move forward. Oh, we got it. And we're not going to let him have that. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the camera. And now he thinks he can get it. So that's another method, and with this one you're going to slowly work up to walking past it. So I'm going to move it this way just a little bit so we can show him walking past. So you take a step and then click them from actually moving by it and not pulling on the leash, keeping the leash loose. Oops, that actually clicked wrong there because my timing was off and I clicked him for looking at the food, which is certainly not what you want to do. You want to click him for looking away from the food, and especially for giving me eye contact. And notice I'm still not saying the cue because the behavior isn't fully reliable. And we don't want to be naming the wrong thing. We don't want Leave It to mean pull toward the food to try and get it. We want Leave It to mean give me eye contact. So you want to make sure that you're getting the behavior you want before you start adding the cue. So there we go. That's the post method.